Part of Jimmy Carter's legacy also lies in Annapolis. He graduated from the United States Naval Academy. Our Jess Arnold spoke with those who knew him at the academy.
Yearbook pages full of alumni who etched their way into the country's history.
Miller, McKinney, Flanagan.
And former President Jimmy Carter.
There were a number of people who were very close friends with Jimmy Carter. A lot of them worked on his administration, and so a very cohesive class.
Eileen Marusic serves as secretary for the class of 47, collecting and documenting the stories of the men she calls her 47 heart. She took over after her father, Larry Marusic, who also graduated then, passed away.
The best part about taking this was that I was able to channel my dad because they lived the same military experience he lived. And as I see them passing away, it's been joyful, but it's sad.
The ones left living, all at least in their late 90s. Some still remember the midshipman who would go on to be the 39th president of the United States, like class president Jack Stevens, who was in the same cutter crew as Jimmy Carter. A cutter's a type of boat.
And people ask, well, how was he? Well, he was absolutely non-demanding. Of course, he hadn't been president at that time either, but he was easy to get along with, a neat wife.
Joe Flanagan, who wrestled at the academy and served in the Navy for years, remembers taking classes with Jimmy Carter.
He was always a straight shooter, and I enjoyed his company. A lot smarter than I was in math and the sciences, but I was way ahead of him in English and literature.
He also worked on Carter's presidential campaign, as did Bob McKinney, who didn't get to know the future president and his wife Rosalind until after graduation. Jimmy Carter asked him to serve as chairman of the Federal Home Loan Bank Board when he was elected president.
They're wonderful people.
McKinney and his wife even traveled with the Carters to China.
He wore the hell out of you. He was a very active guy. He swam every morning, so that's what kept him healthy. And he gave 3 talks a day while he was over there. And he wore me out just following him around.
From sea to presidency, Academy alums have long been Carter's crewmates.
I feel like it's been an honor to know these men.
An honor to share these pages with each other and Jimmy Carter. Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.